dodging raindrops at the range on a blustery October day. It's warm, a little over 70, but as clouds pass by, we get a little spitting here and there. So today we have a stainless firearm out, the Ruger Super Blackhawk Hunter in 44 Magnum, and it's a good day to film another episode of To PC or Not to PC. And today's bullet will be the Lyman 429-421. I have 10 that are powder coated and gas checked. I have 10 that are Lubrisized and gas checked, and I have 10 that are Tumble lubed and gas checked. Got a target set up at 50 yards, 3 individual targets, and we'll see how they print. I haven't decided if I'm going to do round robin or a couple of each to kind of even it out. It's going to be a little bit tough to keep them in order, I think. I don't remember what order I put the targets up down there. I'll have to go look at that if I'm going to keep them sorted out. Well, the targets today are official 50-foot slow fire pistol targets. We're labeled PC for powder coated, TL for tumble lube, LS for Lubrisized. All of the bullets are gas checked. We're dodging raindrops, so we'll get started. So today we have these silly ladybugs at the range. They're not bears, they're ladybugs. But if you touch them, boy, they stink. They smell like a kind of a citrusy, nasty, bleh. So just let those ladybugs be and don't mess with them. They seem to like the van. Maybe it's the white color. Well, I have a little bit of problem with these ladybugs today. They're everywhere, and if you touch them, they stink. So we're dodging raindrops and we're dodging ladybugs. At least it's not a bear. Get out of here. Well, I hope this blustery, overcast weather, broken overcast weather, doesn't present too much of a problem. We'll go ahead and do some shooting and just be ready to pack up if we need to. I have the target camera going. We're at 50 yards. I have 3 targets downrange. They are labeled PC for powder coated, TL for tumble lubed, and LS for Lubrisized, left to right. So let's go ahead and start shooting and see how these rounds compare. So we'll go ahead and start out with the powder coated, and we'll do, let's say, 2 rounds of the powder coated. To get started on that target, and I'm going to put this under my elbow over here. So this is a Super Blackhawk Hunter. I believe it's a 7.5-inch barrel, 44 Magnum. It's got a loopholed FX2. I think it's a fixed 2 power. So let's see how we can do. And I believe I'm recording over here. Yes, I'm recording over there. I'm recording over here. We're all set. So let's start with the first target on the left with 2 of the powder coated rounds and see how it goes. 20 grains of Alliant 2400. Get settled in here. Okay, I don't know if I'll be able to see much of the shots in the sun here. That looks to me like it might be just above the black dot, but I can't tell for sure. It's really difficult. Yep, I see it now. It's at 12 o'clock, just above the black. So let's go ahead and do another. These are the powder coated and gas checked. Can't quite see what that one is. So let's go ahead and eject those two. The target camera should show the location. I just can't see it in the sun. It's making some glare on the screen. So the middle target is going to be the Tumble Lubed. So that'll be this fella down here. So let's go ahead and chamber two of those. And we'll move to the center target for the Tumble Lube bullet. I like that. There's one. And we'll go ahead and do another. There's two. All right. So now let's go ahead and do two of the Lubrisized bullets. And this will be on the right target. Felt one of those ladybugs land on the back of my head. I'm just going to let it go. Don't let it bother you. I can feel it crawling in my hair. Nerves of steel, ladybug on the back of your head. Okay, that was the first of the Lubrisized ones. Now I got a ladybug over here. Oh my goodness, they're everywhere. That's probably the same one that was on the back of my head. He crawled around to the front. Okay, target number 3. This will be the Lubrisized bullets on the right target. And I feel another ladybug. Yuck. I tell you what, the ladybugs are intense out here today. They're everywhere. You get that weird smell. Ugh. Yuck. But we've got LEE liquid A-locks and we've got NRA formula bullet lube to help with the smell of things. Burnt 2400 isn't so bad either. Okay, so we have done 2 of each so far. So how about we do 2 more of each? And once again, we'll start first with the powder-coated bullets. I'm not paying attention to which cylinder I'm firing out of. I'm not that good. If anything is different shot to shot, it's probably me. I'm not the world's finest handgun shot, especially with these big Magnums. So, here we go, back to the left target with the powder lube bullet. And I can see a ladybug through the scope. Not on the target, somewhere between. Okay, there's one. Powder coated. I thought about setting up the chronograph. I didn't think it would be real effective with the way the clouds are coming in and out. Like right now I'm under some blue sky again. It's nice and sunny, but you know, it looks a little better off to the west right now. Okay, we'll eject those 2 powder coated rounds. everything looks real good. Okay, now the middle target is the Tumble Lubed. So here's 2 more Tumble Lube bullets. So we're going for the middle target now with the Tumble Lube bullets. I think the target camera is still recording. At least I hope it is. If not, we'll just get footage downrange afterwards. I think that'll work. Okay, 1 more Tumble Lubed on the middle target. Looks like it's burning pretty good. There's a little bit of residue in there yet. I don't know if you guys can see that, but pretty clean for the most part. Okay, now it's time for 2 of the traditionally Lubrisized inject bullets. On the left target, remember. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up. And there's another bug on the top of my head. Ugh. Yeah. Now there's one right on the front of my head. Oh, the challenges we go through at the range. We've had turkeys, we've had skunks, we've had raccoons, we've had woodchucks. We've had ladybugs, we've had a lot of skeeters, but no bears. Okay. Traditionally lubed, right target. Well, I suppose if I choose to take this Super Blackhawk Hunter hunting, I should be well practiced in dealing with the bugs. All right. Ladybug just landed on my trigger finger. That one's not a regular ladybug. That one's kind of a... Wow, that's like a black chrome bug. I don't know what that thing is. There's a ladybug, but whatever you are, go away. I don't like you. Oh man, never a dull moment. Okay, so we have 5 more rounds to shoot, or excuse me, 3 more rounds to finish up this first group of 5 of each. So we'll go back and go ahead and start with the powder coated bullet. Alright, powder coated bullet back on the left target. See if we can overcome the ladybugs. Boy, when the sun comes out, I don't need this long sleeve shirt on. But when the sun goes behind the clouds, I'm happy that I have it. Okay, now on to the Tumble Lubed for the center target. Now, traditionally lubed bullet, target on the right. There we are. And I shot that at the wrong target. I shot that one at the center. I knew I would do that. Hopefully the target camera will help us pick out which bullet hole that is, because I shot it on the wrong one. I think that's the danger of doing the round robin. I was thinking about other things as I was shooting, and I put that one on the center target instead of the right target. So before we go down and look at the target closer, these were the Lyman 429-421. I do have samples to hardness test that I kept. I have not hardness tested them yet, so I don't know the BHN of these bullets right now. I'll check that out later. These were loaded on my Dillon AT500. That's a Wolf large pistol primer, 20 grains of Alliant 2400. It's seated to the crimp groove in the 429-421, and they're 432 is the size. And if I remember right, I think I put the check on in the lubricizer on all of them so that would be the same. And of course the lube was applied in the lubricizer on the ones that are traditionally lubed. And then the Tumble lube ones, obviously the standard Tumble lube process. I use the straight LEE liquid Alox. I warm it up just a little bit so it's not quite so viscous, and it covers pretty well that way. So let's go ahead and walk down range, take a look at the targets. Hopefully we can later on in the target footage sort out which bullet hole in the center target doesn't belong there. Well, depending on how good the target camera footage is, you may all know more about this target than I do. The one thing I do know for sure is over here on the Lubrisized target, 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are the 4 that I actually shot there. On the center, the Tumble lube targets, one of these shots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or maybe not one of those shots, belongs over here. So then when we look over here at the powder coated target, looks good up top. I would think that maybe one of those two belongs with it. Did I drop one that bad? I don't know. We'll have to review that target fit camera footage and try to figure out what I was shooting where, because I couldn't see what they were at the time. So I think what I'm going to do is we'll evaluate this further after I get a look at the target camera footage at home and try to figure out what other bullet belongs up here and what other bullet belongs over here, because all of these two are in play. Did I shoot at the wrong target twice? I can't imagine that I hit one of these over here when I was shooting at one of these, but maybe I did. I probably made a mistake and shot there. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna simplify this and put up a single target, and we'll put 5 of each on it. Well, I shed the long sleeve shirt. The sun's come out, it's a little hotter, a little windier. And I don't know if those first 3 targets told me anything other than the fact that I don't shoot very well sometimes. And at least one of them I put on the wrong bullseye, maybe even 2 of them. So I've got a single target downrange now. I've marked all the previous shots. We'll shoot 5 of each type of bullet on its own target this time and see how I can do. Getting a wee bit blustery. Let's see if that index is correct. I don't think it did. Let's back around to right wind should blow the ladybugs away. That wind is really coming. Blustery fall day. But I do like October weather. And with the glare, I can't tell where it hit. Did I even start the recording? I may not have even started the recording. I think I did not start the recording. I will start it now so that first shot isn't going to be recorded. I'll zoom this in real good. Okay, can we see the target? There's never a dull moment when you're making videos. If there's any little thing you can mess up, you usually do. So, alright, there's that. I don't see the shot. I'll review it later. There. Now that one's recording. Is this one recording? In the sun, you just cannot see these. Yep, that's counting up, so that's recording. All right, back in business. All right, shot number 2 of the powder-coated bullets on the individual target. See if we can do anything worthwhile here. I'm a little flinchy today. Shot number 4. The wind is really low, but it's a warm wind. Okay, number 5. Get off me, bud. Gotta love those ladybugs. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's number 5. Okay. There we are. We're done with the powder-coated bullets. A little bit of soot in there, unburnt powder. So let's go downstairs. Let's go down range and take a look at these targets. Or let's try that again. There's only one. Let's go down range and take a look at this target. Oh no, I'm not happy. Look at that. I got 2 way over there. I certainly didn't aim at the wrong target this time. Those flew over there. Whether I flinched and pulled them over there, I don't know, off of a rest. It's possible. Who knows? We'll shoot the next batch and see what happens. 1, 2, 3 of them over on this side. Those 2 over there. That's the powder-coated bullet. Well, that group didn't please me. But I can't say it bothers me that it was the powder-coated bullets. Let's see what the Tumble Lube bullets can do, and let's see what I can do. That, I suppose that may have been my shooting. I'm not sure. We'll give it another try here and see what happens. Make sure the target camera's on here. I need recording devices that have unlimited battery life that never shut off. It's always, you turn them on and off trying to save the battery, save memory card space, less editing, whatever. But I tell you, it's disappointing when you forget and leave them off. Don't catch things that you wanted to record. All right, your time. Okay, we're going to shoot a better group this time. Whether the bullets cooperate or not, we're going to will them into the middle of the target. We'll see how that goes. We'll start with these Tumble Lube bullets, 5 of them on this target. Hey, even if I don't shoot groups that are good, it's still a nice day. It's wonderful to be out here in the outdoors. Blessed with nice warm weather for October. And we're spending time at the range and it's fun. So which is worse? Going to the range and shooting poor groups, or going hunting and not seeing any animals? I don't know. I suppose the worst would be going hunting and shooting a bad group. Or going hunting and missing. That's the worst. Actually, going hunting and having a poorly executed shot and tracking all night, that's the worst. Felt pretty good about that. I don't know where it went, but maybe the target camera will show it for you people online and you'll know before I do. I might think I did well, and in reality I may have done really poorly. We'll see. Tumble Lube bullets. The hold, I don't know so much about the trigger pull. And this thing has a good trigger too. It's just me being jerky. It's just me. Well, I don't see a big black spot right in the middle of the target, so wherever they're going, it isn't really where I'd like them. Don't know. Was that 4 or was that 5? I didn't count. There's one more. Straight down, straight over, right there. That's the one. I believe that's it. If it's not it, you get to see me flinch. Everybody likes to see me flinch. Okay, there's the 5 Tumble Lube bullets. I hope that they printed better than those powder-coated ones did, or I hope that I executed the shots better at least. See, sometimes you don't know. You don't know if it's the bullet or if it's you. I think more times than not it's me. But rested up this close to have one go that far to the left, I don't know. Let's go take a look at this target. Well, I could lie to you guys and say that I was shooting at these little circles. I think you know better than that. I was holding here. I have one good shot. One to the left, this one, and then one down here. So I don't know if the revolver's getting dirty or if it just doesn't like that bullet powder combination. Not real sure, but let's go ahead and wrap it up with the Lubrisized checked bullets and see what we get. Well, again, that was pretty disappointing. And I don't remember if I taped up the holes down there. I better go check that out and see if I did. I stapled up a new target. I may not have covered holes that are exposed, so I'm going to walk down there and make sure I did, so I'll be right back. Okay, that's taken care of. It's a good thing I went and looked, because that one that was center and low I did not tape over, and now we got the big ugly gray cloud coming over. It's the cloud of doom that causes bad groups. Can't get any worse. Hey, let's check and see if this thing's getting dirty. Good old 2400. Wouldn't you know, the cloud of doom comes over right when you're going to look down the barrel. Nah, it doesn't look bad at all. Rifling looks super sharp. There's some unburnt powder. Nothing at all to be worried about in there. There is no lead buildup. Everything looks good and sharp. That's probably not the issue. It either doesn't like it, or I'm a bad shot. One or the other, or both. Okay. It's all good now. So let's go ahead and work on our Lubrisized bullets and see if they bail us out. As much as I like Lubrisized bullets, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. They were pretty decent on the round robin targets, but wow, I better get these shot just in case it starts to rain. We'll be all right. If it rains, it rains. It's the way it is. Well, it was a lot nicer for a spell there, and then it just started to cloud up again. It's blowing in from the west. Yeah, it's looking pretty dark there. That's a nasty batch of clouds. We might get a little rain out of that, but I guess we'll just be ready to bail if we have to. Let's go ahead and get these fired and go from there. Let's turn the target camera on before I forget. Target camera is on. Got my ears on. Let's go ahead and shoot and hope I don't get soaked. I don't think anything that I've got out here right now is be affected by the rain too awful much. I would rather the cameras and stuff don't get wet, but they'll live. Actually, just to be prepared, let's throw these in the box. That way if that gets wet, it won't be an issue. I don't think that cloud's going to rain on us too much. It might. We'll put the iPhone in that box as well. Boy, it is a nasty, nasty gray monster. But we're going to press on. Okay, we're on to the tumble looped. No, not tumble looped. Lubrisized bullets. The last 5 of that batch for PC or not to PC in 44 Magnum. almost sounded like thunder. I was thinking that if these didn't shoot, I've got some other 44 Magnum stuff that I would shoot some just to validate that everything's running okay and it's this ammo, but I may not have time to do that. Okay, was that 4 or 5? I was paying more attention to the weather than counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was all 5 of them. I'm not real sure what to make of that cloud. I think we're going to get away with this one, but there's certainly stuff coming up behind it. The sky's really evil off that way. It's a typical fall Michigan sky. You know, you got, over this way you got the patches of blue and the warm air, and then over here you got this gray menacing stuff. So I'll slip the pistol into the pistol rug here, and for the purist, the revolver into the revolver rug. Yeah, I don't know if that looks like real rain or not. It's hard to tell, but let's go down and take a look at that and see what we've got. Well, I don't know how much time I have before the rain hits, but it is giving me some thunder out here, and it's gonna get wet. It's just a matter of when. But this target, the point of impact isn't real good, but it's certainly the most consistent of what I've shot so far today. I don't think any of them shot all that good. We'll adjust a few things and see if we can get some tighter groups before we evaluate this again. So I don't think we learned anything, but it was entertaining. We got to shoot some 44 Magnum, and I think probably the first change that I'll make is to find someone who's a better 44 Magnum shooter. Thanks for watching.